that guy?
Our guests are arriving on time, to the second.
They always do. And you always act like it's a miracle.
My dear Tattoo, when each guest is paying $50,000 for a 3-day stay on Fantasy Island, he or she deserves miracle.
Right, boss?
How many kids did you molest with Jeffrey Epstein?
Well, gang, isn't that a question? How many kids was it? Let's watch our unelected fake Prime Minister, Mark Carney, blast through like these questions and delivering so many low blows to Pierre Poilievre. Like, it's ridiculous. He's slamming Trump, he's slamming Americans, insulting Canadians at the same time. Like, if you're a liberal, pay attention to what he's saying, and if that really does align with your values. He's telling you what your values should be.
Mark Carney has finally admitted what common sense conservatives have been saying for months. He finally told Canadians that yes, due to his personal assets and holdings, he's conflicted from making decisions on anything related to Brookfield Asset Management. But what does that mean? Does this mean the Prime Minister can't make decisions on countless important issues, including nuclear energy, carbon capture and storage, wind turbines, natural gas, heat pumps, battery energy storage, green hydrogen, pipelines, the industrial carbon tax, and countless other sectors?
How many metaphors, like hockey metaphors, trying to relate to Canadians to show that he's Canadian? He's not Canadian. Well, he is Canadian, but he's also European. He's a member of 3 other countries, whatever. This guy is a con man. Like, and I want Canadians to see it. They just need to see it. They can make up their own minds. That's what we do here. Provide you with the information and like the videos in their kind of raw form. You can make up your own mind. You're Canadian, I'll let you think. Like, but think about this. How many kids was it? It's not going to be a smooth campaign, bro. How many kids was it? Rosie, look into yourself. Like, oh my goodness, this guy is such a creep. He's trying to identify as Canadian, so many hockey metaphors. He's attacking Pierre Poilievre for being a politician, like a career politician. Like, how can you say that being a career politician is a bad thing if you're getting into politics late in the game? I don't understand any of this stuff. The logic does not add up. Let's take a look. We've got Mark Carney coming up. We've got Pierre Poilievre, a bunch of other things to take a peek at. But first, let's find out, how many kids was it Mark Carney was hanging out with on Epstein's Island? This political rally is a nut job here in Kitchener. These liberals are out of their mind. They're driving me that way too. Let's take a peek.
Hey, that's something everyone can enjoy.
It is. Oh, okay. We got a lot to go. I got a lot to go through here. I got a lot to get off my chest. It's been a long day. I'm here. There's so many things I could say about KW. Look, we're a heart of advanced manufacturing, the center of Canada's high-tech industry, the educational center. Who's ready to stand up for Canada? Who's ready? Who's ready to help the Liberal Party win the most consequential election in our lifetimes?
Mark Carney is such a creep, guys. So creepy.
Your assets. It's very difficult to believe.
Look inside yourself, Rosemary.
There's a very interesting piece that Darren over at Moose on the Loose did. It's great. It's about that island of fantasies and dirty deeds. Check it out. It's in the description. Check out Moose on the Loose. Check out all the Canadian independents, both sides. Get informed. The legacy media doesn't give it to you straight. These other people do. Moose on the Loose is a good example. Like, he's just a real Canadian, I think. I like his stuff a lot.
It's so shocking that Pierre Poilievre doesn't recognize that this issue exists. He said he's going to cancel it. He's going to take it away. I'll come back. He's not going to take it away. He's not going to take it away if we get a majority, I'll tell you that much. He's going to get... Now, we know we've got some issues with our American neighbors. No longer friends, no longer friends. I know. I'm going to come back to that.
So I'm not going to get too heavy into that island stuff. Like, that's going to come out. Again, I would iterate to watch other independent YouTube platforms on here that are covering Canadian federal politics. The legacy media just does not give it to you straight. They've got a whole, maybe 2 generations, like, sucked into believing like that it's still journalism, which it is. My name's Aaron, Canadian Looney. We're covering Canadian federal politics, trying to have some laughs. We try to have a good time with this stuff, but it is heavy, and it is a time that is so important. What a weird thing is going on. Like, I think it's always been the way that it is, that the rich try to control the poor. But it seems like the rich are on a comeback now, and that 1%, that group, can't have that. Anyways, guys, Aaron, Canadian Looney, like, share, subscribe, check out the other indies. There's a lot of great things going on YouTube. It's just hard to find because, like, censorship. Whoa. Anyhow, Letter Gang, like, share, subscribe. Please leave a comment. Catch you next video.
Something is backwards. When greedy globalist corporate insiders profit by moving money out of Canada, they avoid paying Canadian tax. But when patriotic Canadians invest in our country, they pay more. Throughout their 10 years in power, the Liberals have raised taxes and blocked pipelines and other projects, pushing $500 billion of investment out of Canada to the U.S., making us weak and helpless against President Trump. As Trudeau's economic advisor, Mark Carney pushed for higher taxes in Canada while his company invested in American coal. He opposed Canadian pipelines while he bought pipelines in the Middle East. And just days after President Trump threatened us with tariffs to take our jobs, Carney announced his company would move its headquarters and jobs out of Canada to Trump's hometown of New York. Enough. Instead of rewarding people for taking jobs and money out of Canada, we need a tax cut for those who bring it home. So today, I'm announcing the next step in my Bring It Home tax cut. Introducing the Canada First TFSA top-up. A common-sense conservative government will let Canadians contribute an extra $5,000 to tax-free savings accounts for investments in Canadian companies. Here's how it would work. Nothing about your existing TFSA would change. You would still get your normal $7,000 limit, which you can contribute and invest anywhere and however you like. What would change is that you could contribute an additional $5,000 a year as long as that $5,000 gets invested back into Canada, supporting Canadian companies that employ Canadian workers and pay Canadian taxes. The tax system already defines these kinds of Canadian investments, and my government will create a definition that will let financial institutions and advisors tell you which investments can go into your Canada First TFSA top-up. It will bring home billions of dollars of investment and jobs to Canada while bringing home savings for you. Money will rush into Canadian businesses who will in turn hire more people and pay more taxes, and it will help us become more self-reliant and sovereign as we stand on our own 2 feet and stand up to the Americans. The goal, as always, is to restore the Canadian promise that hard work gets you a great life in a beautiful house on a safe street protected by brave troops under a proud flag. Canada. Let's bring it home.
How many kids did you molest Jeffrey Epstein? Honnêtement.
Our guests are arriving on time, to the second.
They always do. And you always act like it's a miracle.
My dear Tattoo, when each guest is paying $50,000 for a 3-day stay on Fantasy Island, he or she deserves miracles.
Right, boss?
Squiggle and squirm as you might, it is really hard to put lipstick on a pig.
Welcome to the Great White North, aka Canadian Corner.
How's it going, eh?
Bob McKenzie, this is my brother Doug. Today our topic is dog scoops.
In Canadian federal politics, the Canucks are represented by two separate yet unequal groups: the globalists who sold out and the opposition trying to salvage a country. These are their stories.
You should do exercises. That's important to our good health. And friends, tomorrow we are going to be visiting with a fisherman who will tell us about his very enjoyable hobby. Now, I would like to see you all through our magic mirror. Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, please tell me today, did all of my friends have fun at play? I see all of my friends in Alberta. It's nice to see you. And I see Dan and Vivian. I see Marlon and Mona. I see Catherine and Harley. I see Anne and Elizabeth and Jane. I see Bert and Nicole, and I see you too. I hope to see you tomorrow, right here in Romper Room.
Bing bong knock knock, hey daddy do. Bing bong tick tock, bebop boom.
Kick off your weekend with exciting CFL action when the Edmonton Eskimos tackle the BC Lions in Vancouver. Tomorrow night at 10:30 on CFTO TV.
Hey, that's something everyone can enjoy.